I'm about to eat at a supermarket that some would call a Whole Foods knockoff for 5 days.
Have you ever heard of Erewhon? It's a building made of diamond crust and gold. They sell a lot of food, including one $19 strawberry. You heard me. Uno strawberry that comes in its own little plastic display case. It's ready to float through the ocean once you eat it. A sea turtle's gonna swim by it and say, Mama, that's from Erewhon. Not only do they have the opulent collector strawberry, but they also have a lot of other food that I've always wanted to try. So today, we're not going there. It's in LA. Do I look like I live in LA? Was this body made by quinoa? Mama, it was made by Publix. Instead, we are going to the Florida version of Erewhon called Fresh Market. It's another really bougie store that you shop at when you feel above everyone else. Or if you just like eating organic, that's also valid. It is. But I've never shopped there. I did check it out yesterday to buy my first breakfast and just to see what the vibe was and to see if they had like a lot of food. And they do, girl. They have hot food. They have frozen food. They have so many marinated meats, like too many. It's intimidating. We're gonna be eating there for 5 days, Monday to Friday. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's 15 meals. That's 10. I don't have 3 hands. 15 meals. I'm gonna taste test everything and give you my brutally honest opinions. I don't care how fresh it is, how pretentious it is. I don't even care if it's whole. That sounded crazy. Like whole foods, you know, like whole ingredients. I don't care if it's whole. And you shouldn't either. It's all about flavor and how the food makes me feel. You know, happy? Yay. Sad? Nay. Anyways, before we start feasting, girlies, give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It's the easiest way to support little old me and my whole dainty career and my daughter, Regina. Regina, we're about to be an organic family. Are you excited? She knows that's a trick question. She knows she just eats out of a bag. I'm so sorry you're a dog. I'm so sorry. I wanted more for you. Also subscribe. I make food content. And I have a second channel called Timmy Tries to Talk where I talk about whatever I want to talk about. So check that out as well. Okay, it is time to go to the Fresh Market. Why did I plie? Because I grew up being a ballerina. A lot of people don't know that. Come on, Rose. Ow, how'd she do this?
Let's start the week with a quick little tour of Fresh Market. The air in here, girlies, so fresh. Can't even tell you how fresh it is. So they have tons of produce, including this big, I think, basil plant. Giada would say, that's the tree I want to climb. They also have a lot of fresh seafood, tons of like cold but pre-made sides and meats for different meals you can take home and heat it up. We love. And also lots of hot food. It's not buffet style. It's not all you can eat. You have to ask for it. So I guess it's all you can ask. I don't know. And here's the marinated meats again. There's different breadcrumbs, different kebabs, and also burgers. Some of them looked like they saw a ghost. There's some quick grab and go appetizer type things, some pies, some sandwiches, and of course some fishy sushi. Now this is an all you can eat coffee bean buffet. They have so many flavors, so pick one and start chewing. There's also a bakery area with tons of gorgeous freshly made desserts, a huge array of them. There's also a bunch of different nuts and trail mixes, and look at all this candy. Oh, candy. There's also a huge wine section, so if you have a picture from TJ Maxx that says wine o'clock, this is your Disneyland. There's also a portrait of Brie Larson. She looks so good. And of course, a frozen section full of all the bougiest brands, the most organic, the most filled with dirt, you know. So for my first breakfast, my Monday breakfast, I got these apple cinnamon cobbler waffles and these sausage biscuits as well. So let's get cooking, shall we?
Sorry, girlies, I was just running a marathon. I've been training for it for months and I think I ate. So let me just start by saying this was $10. This was $7. Together without tax, $17. For one little man's breakfast. One dainty, tiny, feather-shaped man. That's a lot of money. Now, of course, this could feed 4 people, but I can eat for 4 as well. So I think I'm learning right now, because 2026 is the year of learning, you know, that this week is gonna be more pricey than I thought, but I'm still so hyped. These look really good, guys. It's sausage biscuits by the brand hot little biscuit, which is what they used to call me back in 1802. Oh, they'd say, can I have your hot little biscuit? So let's open this up. They look really good. Do I microwave these? Oh God. Oven only. Now I really feel like I'm back in 1802. They don't have an air fryer option. They don't have a microwaved option. From the start, Fresh Market is testing me. Okay, let's preheat it then. 400 degrees. Peggy Sue, get some wood. They're gonna take 25 to 30 minutes. I didn't expect this. I did not. I'm really hungry, but I'm grateful. And then as for the waffles by Evergreen. Oh, so this is Elphaba's waffle. Okay, all right. These can go in the microwave. Let's see how they look. Oh, what is that? A brick for a house? I'm sorry, I was just cosplaying as the wolf to see if I could blow the house down.
So these are the sausage biscuits out of the packaging. Icicles have never looked so delicious. And there's the Legos. I put the waffles into the microwave and they steamed up so much I was confused. I think they were cosplaying as a sauna. And that is it. That is my full meal. What do we think, girlies?
Okay, so everything's warmed up. Somehow the waffles evolved into something even more pathetic. But we're not gonna judge a waffle by its... There's too many options. We're just not gonna judge a waffle. But let's see what it has in it. 1 full combined serving of fruits and veggies. We cheer. Nutrition, vitamins, all through the alphabet, all of it. I support. 4 grams of protein, 18% of daily fiber. Founded by a mom. Oh my God, wait, let me support her. I'm sorry, it doesn't look like a brick. It looks like a very delicious brick. I love a girl boss, so let's see how they taste. It's not bad. They get better as you chew the dust. First bite, I was upset. I felt wronged. Second bite, I felt like a person again. Third bite, I kind of felt happy. A little bit. There is definitely a strong apple flavor there and a cinnamon flavor. Is there a cobbler vibe? Not quite. I would just call this apple cinnamon dust instead of apple cinnamon cobbler. But they're nice and sweet, so that's good. They don't taste like empty, if that makes sense, but they don't taste like a waffle to me. Waffles have a specific vibe, and this tastes more like a really healthy like muffin, which I'm fine with. I love a healthy muffin. You know what? At the end of the day, I think they're quite enjoyable. I'm gonna give these a nice 6 out of 10 for, you know, health and wellness. All right, so next up we got the hot little biscuit. Oh, once again, no preservatives, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. And for some reason has the PBS logo on it. So Arthur made these with his little anteater claws. Let's see. Arthur, I know your dad is a chef, but I didn't think you would inherit his skill. The biscuit itself is the most flavorful frozen biscuit I've ever had in my life. It really is so buttery and so salty and so fresh tasting. It doesn't make sense to my brain. My brain is saying, how is there a fresh biscuit at the Fresh Market? You just answered your own question. It's the Fresh Market. Now the cooking method is a little messy because the outside of it got a little too crunchy, but the inside was really nice and soft and kind of like dense like a real biscuit from Cracker Barrel. And the sausage within tasted like, you know, when you get like the raw sausage, like the sausage from Jimmy Dean, who's actually Arthur's real dad. His mom lied to him. When the sausage is like in a raw patty and then you cook it and it tastes so much fresher, it tastes like that. It does not taste like pre-cooked frozen sausage. So that's very interesting to me. It has a very strong, potent flavor. And I'm shocked that overall it was not too dry. It looked like a hockey puck disguised as a grab and go breakfast, but it didn't taste like that. So I am kind of shook. That's a 10 out of 10. It is time to go back to Fresh Market to get our lunch. I think I'm gonna get a hot meal. Mama deserves something made with love. I give so much to everyone and they just take. So this is gonna be me time.
So these are the options of the day for the hot food. They had basically everything you could ever dream of besides cold food. And these are the prices of the meals. Mine was $13. And as my side, I got this Cloud Kardashian protein popcorn as well. So for the meal, I chose some Carolina wings, some Brussels sprouts, and some mac and cheese. What do we think?
We got it. We got it. We got the Khloe Kardashian protein popcorn. I've been wanting to try this for so long. I'm just salivating thinking about the Kardashians' really long acrylic nails making this popcorn. Like, that's so exciting. So I think it's the first of its kind, protein popcorn. Like, who would create that besides the Kardashians trying to look for a business venture? No one. This is innovation. It's 7 grams of protein per 2.5 cups. That's not that much. That's a lot of chewing you gotta do to get your 7 grams of protein in, but... Oh my God, Khloe! Ooh, it feels weird. It feels like when you scratch a chalkboard. Oh, it's giving my thumb the ick. Let's see. I forgot a drink. Oh, that is weird. This is Chris's fault. Chris said, Khloe, you have to keep up with your sisters. Make something up now and sell it. Okay, so I gotta say, the flavor's really good. Khloe ate the flavor up. It tastes like full, really sharp white cheddar popcorn. So I love that. And it's perfectly salted. My issue is the texture. The coating on the outside kind of gets frothy in the mouth. And it reminded me of brushing my teeth. It feels like I'm Cujo. Like, it feels like I'm rabid right now. You know, it's very foamy. I don't hate it. I think the flavor is good enough that it's still worth eating. I just wouldn't ever get it again in my life. So, Khloe, I love you, doll. Stop taking pictures. Your sister's going to prison. 4 out of 10. Okay, now it's time for our hot meal. I'm so excited. I don't have a fork. I don't have a fork. What could I use? Oh my. Oh, what is that? What is that? I'm responsible for once. Girlies, I got myself some silverware for my car. Can you believe? I've actually... Let's first try the Brussels sprouts. The sauce at the bottom is so good. First of all, let me just say, the price of this meal wasn't that bad. It was $13. I feel like in this day and age, that's almost a deal. A lot of you know Brussels sprouts are my favorite vegetable. It's probably the one vegetable that doesn't make me feel disappointment. I prefer Brussels sprouts that are cooked from being raw. So like you chop them up and then you cook them and you get like a nice char on them. These I can tell have been frozen. They have that kind of wet, soaked in every lettuce leaf texture that frozen Brussels sprouts typically have. And I know I called it lettuce. That's what it is. It's lettuce that's been shrunken down by a scientist. But for frozen Brussels sprouts, these are very well seasoned, very delicious. They're extremely tender, melt in your mouth almost. And there's this kind of like olive oil seasoning sauce on them that is quite strong. It has all the different herbs de Provence, which is rosemary, thyme, lumpia, adobo. I ate it every day. All the classic McCormick flavors. Perfectly salted, just very flavorful. So I like them a lot. 7 out of 10. Very good. Next up, we got mac and cheese. Oh my. Oh my God. I would like to thank Whole Foods, Half Foods, Khloe Kardashian, my BBL. I want to thank everyone because that's delicious mac and cheese. Not only is it delicious, it's unique. And that's the secret of life, being yourself. Not only does it taste homemade fully, it's very saucy. And the sauce itself has an extremely sharp cheddar flavor, but it also has a hint of smokiness, and not just from paprika. I'm talking from a ham foot, like a pig foot or something just thrown in there as the noodles cooked. It's quite hammy, and I really enjoyed that here because it went so well with the sharp cheese. I almost felt like I was eating the ham le fromage from France. It's salty. Hi. And I love that the noodles themselves are those like big, round, gaping macaronis because they get kind of floppy and they catch so much sauce. So it's a really good floppy vehicle for the cheese. 10 out of 10. Incredible mac and cheese. Okay, last but not least, Carolina wings. It's gonna get messy. Let me get a wipe. Oh, guys, by the way, guess what? I, for the first time in my car's life, got my car cleaned, deep cleaned on the inside. It's a service where this guy comes to your house and cleans your car. Not sponsored by the guy that came to my house and cleaned my car. And I was kind of nervous about it. I was like, he's gonna see all my crumbs. My year-old Taco Bell seasoned ground beef stuck in between my seats. It was a very vulnerable moment for me. But he arrived, and the moment that he drove in, he was like, hi. And I was like, hi, how are you? And he was like, good. Can you move your car to a different spot? Because I live in like an apartment, so there's a bunch of spots. And he was like, I need a bigger spot. And I was like, of course, anything you want from me. And his energy made me super nervous. So as I was parking, he was trying to talk to me. So I tried to roll down my window, but I had the biggest, stinkiest brain fart in all the land. And I started to roll down my back windows and I put them back up. And I started to roll down this window over here. I put it back up. I started laughing. He was not laughing. He was just looking at me like this, waiting to talk. And I was like, sorry, first time getting my car wash. Jiggle, Edward, no, stop. And he did a really good job. He got out every Taco Bell crumb. So I was so impressed, but I was also embarrassed. Anyways, let's try these wings. I'm sorry, that was a tangent. My mustache is gonna smell like boil for the next month, and I'm kind of okay with that. Listen, let me get the negativity out of the way. There's a gooiness to them, but let me tell you, the gooiness here didn't really bother me that much. I think the gooiness was actually from the breading this time and not from the chicken itself. Have you ever had a Hungry Man? Was he hungry? Right. Have you had a Hungry Man meal? You know, like the frozen ones? Their fried chicken has this breading on it that has a gumminess to it. It's like really soggy on the inside, but it somehow kind of is delicious and somehow kind of works. That's kind of what's happening here. So at first it gave me a slight ick, but I got used to it and I devoured. I did what I came here to do. And the sauce is incredible. This is Carolina, I think mustard or something. It's a little bit spicy, but mostly so tangy. A little bit sweet. So there's a hint of honey mustard in there, but it's mostly just really tangy and so flavorful. I love mustard anything, so these are amazing to me. Girlies, this meal was really good and it was $13. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely going back to the hot bar for sure. Am I going back to Khloe Kardashian's cloud? I don't think so.
For my Monday dinner's appetizer, I got some deviled eggs. Ooh, sometimes it feels good to be wicked, right? I also got this meatloaf meal for my entree with peas and mashed potatoes. And for my dessert, I went to the Fresh Bakery and I got a big strawberry pillow, okay? Whatever that is. This is the whole meal. The meatloaf entree is warmed up and everything is ready to be eaten.
Well, look at my deviled eggs, girlies. A mess. This is what a life of sin gets you. This is what happens when you're deviled. Instead of just being a simple egg, you chose the wrong path. The path of evil! I'm sorry, I was cosplaying as Carrie's mom. I hate my daughter. I hate her. Not you, Regina. Anyways, Timmy doesn't mind eating deviled eggs. I know it's kind of a risk, but I think I do enough good in my life that I can have this little bit of dark-sidedness. You know, it's a little bit fun sometimes. So they did flip and flop. They slipped and slided in my car, and this is what happened, but they should still taste the same, even if they're ugly. I'm sorry, Carrie's mom needs to leave. Let's see. Interesting. They were just okay. I still ate all of them because I'm a grateful man, but they were just okay. First of all, let's talk about the size. These were small eggs. I'm suspecting maybe shrunken chicken, quail, possibly pigeon. I always get the extra large jumbo eggs because it's not my fault I have a wide set appetite for eggs. And these were just very microscopic, but flavor wise, they did taste okay, kind of different. The egg whites were a bit too rubbery. I can tell they've been sitting in that fridge for a millennia. You know, these might be pterodactyl eggs. And the filling was nice and creamy, very nice textured, had a bit of a crunch. I just think it had a lot of relish in it, like too much relish. I know some people add relish to their deviled eggs. I personally like mayonnaise, mustard, paprika. Relish is kind of Big Mac vibes. And when I eat a deviled egg, I'm not thinking, oh, I want a Big Mac real bad. So I don't love them, but they were good enough. I'm gonna give them a 6 out of 10. Now it's time for the main event, the meal. This is a risk. Once again, this is my risky meal, okay? Getting meatloaf as my first dinner, who am I? Meatloaf is either amazing or it's the most vile beef Play-Doh that I've ever tried. It's just not a safe bet, but if it's good, then it's real good. So I'm hyped. Came with mashed potatoes and peas. Let's first try those. All right. Now the loaf. Oh no! That tastes like goat. Mary had a little goat. Mary, come get your goat. Let me give it one more try. Maybe it was just a bad chunk of the loaf, you know? Oh my God. No more. Let's start with the positives because I think if I start with the negatives, I may just disintegrate. That's how upset I am. The peas taste strangely fresh. Otherwise, they're just peas. If you think about it, peas are kind of like the Grinch of beans. And the mashed potatoes tasted fully real, freshly mashed. Very simple though, just buttery and salty, nothing really going on, but they're good. They're good potatoes. The meatloaf itself, which is the main star, it's the protein of the dish, was truly some of the worst I've ever had in my life. In my life! And I just turned 32. Yeah, it was my birthday, so you can say it. You can say happy birthday if you want. The thing is, I felt a little betrayed. I felt kind of like my best friend, Miss Meatloaf, was living a lie and I believed everything she told me because it looks like a very basic meatloaf. Like it looks like it has a basic texture, no weird ingredients. So I was like, okay, it's at least gonna taste decent, you know? The thing is, it doesn't taste like anything besides gamey fat. I don't know what's in this. Maybe it's fancy people, animals. Maybe it's elk or moose. Who knows? But all I know is that I can speak moose, and that's what I just did. It's just that's all I could taste, just a weird gaminess. And it really did remind me of the goat that I ate in Africa. Yes, I had goat multiple times because I was in Africa and that's what people fed me. And if you're new here, I actually did live in Africa, I'm not joking, and I was fed goat. So it really brought me back. It's always fun to relive a memory, but I hated the flavor so much. There was nothing else going on. I have to give it a 2 out of 10. Without the potatoes, it'd be a 1. Okay, luckily we have a massive dessert to fill us up. We have a strawberry pillow. See, this is what Tempur-Pedic wants to be. This is what Serta dreams of. Out of all the desserts, I saw this one, I said to myself, first of all, it's the biggest. I'm greedy, that works. Second of all, it's a strawberry pillow. Let me rest my head on flavor. And if you notice, it's on a plate of gold. Probably real. I don't know what a strawberry pillow is. I'm assuming it's memory foam with a hint of strawberry. I see whipped cream, I see strawberry inside, and this big pastry with chocolate on top. Okay, oh wow. I'm so happy to be here. Oh, there's like a custard too. Oh my gosh, there's a custard. Mm. Mm. Did I just eat the whole pillow? I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry I had to see that. Oh my God, that was so good. I expected the pastry thing to be like a massive cream puff, okay? And I'm not a big fan of the cream puff pastries because they're so cardboard-like. They're so priority shipping. But this was much more of a croissant, okay? It was very salty. It was salty, like legit salty. Very buttery, and it went so well with all the sweet fillings. There was custard, perfect vanilla, fresh strawberries, tons of whipped cream, some chocolate. It was just so light and refreshing, yet so sweet and amazing. My one complaint is that the croissant was quite stale and hard to chew, but it didn't stop me. I still devoured the whole thing in 0.5 seconds. So I loved it. 8 out of 10, delicious. I'm actually very full thanks to the pillow. So even if the meatloaf was a flop, I'm still very satisfied, very grateful. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2, Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Dos day. The half Cubans know what that means. No one else does. You can't sit with us.
For my Tuesday breakfast, I got these Swedish pancakes and I got some eggs because the pancakes called for eggs. They were like, egg! And then I also got this pistachio cream dessert to put on top of the pancakes. I'm a genius. So this is everything laid out, ready to be cooked, ready to be mixed and grilled. Let's go.
So last night I had a realization because 2026 is the year of realizing things. That's what the Kardashian popcorn told me in the car yesterday. I realized that Fresh Market is not as bougie and expensive as I thought. And that's what happens when you never shop at a store and then your form of research is Googling, is Fresh Market a luxury store? And Google says, sure, girl. If you want it to be. Google literally said, yes, it is. So that's my excuse. I think it's more of like a Whole Foods knockoff level of prices. So it is pricier than your typical store, but is it luxury and opulence? I don't think so. We're still gonna keep track of the money. We're still gonna have a great time and try delicious things we've never had. Let's cook breakfast, shall we? We have our Swedish pancakes. Schlugendorf. These are fresh from the IKEA factory. They were made right next to the chairs called Lingonberry seat. And it says deliciously thin pancakes, which is kind of outdated. You know, it's 2026. We come in all shapes and sizes, but I'm still hyped to try them. They seem simple to make. I got my pistachio cream to put on top. I just thought to myself, how can I be extra? How can I do too much? Aye, puppy. That's how. Ow, that's how. Use 1 cup pancake mix, 1.5 cups water, and 1 huevo. Wait, let me say that in Swedish. Huevo. 1 cup water, plus another half. Okay, and then 1 juicy egg. I did get happy egg because I've never gotten happy egg. I've only gotten depths of despair egg. It says they have orange yolks. Also, they're like the spray tan eggs, which I've actually never had. I've only had the ones that are like bleached, the house down processed. But let's give these a try. Are they pasteurized? Who knows? We'll find out. Come on, tapeworm. I'm just kidding. I'm sure they're pasteurized. Let's just mix it up. We got the orange yolk. Wow, it's very bright, very Simpson coated. Now, because these are supposed to be thin pancakes, I'm assuming the batter's also gonna be thinner and not that thick, but I don't really like a thin batter. I'm gonna add more Swedish if I have to. Yeah, I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't care what the rules say. Oh, okay. That looks a little bit better. Still thin though, so that's it. So this is giving crepe. It's giving crepe.
So this first pancake looked like one of those pictures that you see in therapy where you're like, it's a whale. And the therapist is like, no ma'am, that's a beaver. Wrong. I couldn't control the designs. It was a mess. The batter was so thin. I tried to flip it. That happened. I'm still gonna eat it because I'm a pig, but it's hideous. But for the second one, I managed to make it look really pretty, really nice. I flipped it over, got kind of stuck to the pan. That's okay. Oh, looks terrible once again. Last try. This one looks a mess, but it's okay. Let's see. Oh, perfection.
Did I think these would turn out prettier? Of course. I thought I would turn out prettier. But we can't always get what we want now, can we? And don't worry, I know your father left because of his own problems, not because of me. I know that, sweetheart. Thank you for reassuring me. Who was that? But I'm still hyped to eat these. They still look good. I love a good crepe. I'm from France. This is also from France. This is La Fermière Lumière. And it's a pistachio cream dessert. I just thought that I could make sort of like a stuffed crepe type of moment, you know? Plop that on. Okay. This looks so good. Let's just smear that. Okay. I'm so hungry. Let's go in. Oh my God. Je m'appelle fromage. Literally, one of the best things I've ever cooked from scratch. I'm shook. These are great. They taste like a crepe, but they do have a slightly more doughy flavor to them, if that makes sense, like more of a home-cooked flavor and a very nice saltiness that I really love because it went so well with the sweet part of this, the pistachio crema, which is a new item at Chipotle. This is like pudding, but lighter. It has some air in it for sure. It's breathing. And it's definitely milkier. It has a very strong dairy flavor to it. Perfectly sweet. And it does have a pistachio flavor, but it's also kind of giving almond extract, which I love. It's my favorite extract. It went so well with the kind of salty crepes, like incredible. I really ate this up, 10 out of 10. Okay, so now that we know that Fresh Market is more of a Whole Foods wannabe, we are gonna continue the challenge with that in mind. Let's go to the store and get lunch, dinner, and tomorrow's breakfast.
For my Tuesday lunch, I got these honey dill kettle potato chips. They had some other flavors as well. And I got this turkey trot fresh sandwich from the fresh sandwich area, and they toasted it once again for me, so yay. Plus I got this veggie sushi as my side. So this is the meal ready to be eaten.
Girlies, walking in there today was a slightly different experience than the other days. For the past day and a half, I felt insecure going in there. I felt ugly. You know, walking in my Taylor t-shirt with my Amazon 6-pack of basketball shorts when everyone is in their Gucci and their Prada and their Je suis Penny. But today I felt kind of more welcomed. I felt more at home. I think I'm adjusting to this knockoff Whole Foods level of luxury lifestyle, and I felt kind of pretty. So let's try these honey dill kettle potato chips. These are actually by the Fresh Market brand themselves. They made these. And you girlies know I love dill pickle anything, but I've never had honey dill. It's like honey dew with a big pickle in it. It says batch cooked for quality, handcrafted, crunchy kettle cooked potato chips with sweet honey and herby flavors, loved by us. Loved? Okay. Oh, j'adore pickle. Wait, let's get that first crunch. Are you ready? Here it comes. Oh yeah! Wow, I adore these. My only complaint typically about a lot of pickle flavored chips are the fact that they're a bit too salty. Sometimes, you know, they go over the top with the brine and they think the more brine, the better. That's not the truth. Pickles can be subtle sometimes. It might not seem like it, but they can. And I feel like this captured a more subtle pickle flavor. That's not over the top, but it still tastes like sour dill. And the honey adds a little bit of sweetness, just a hint, but it really breaks up that pickled vibe, but just kind of complements it too. And the texture, so crunchy, so kettle cooked. What even is a kettle and how do you cook chips in it? Who knows? Ask Laura Ingalls, okay? Tanachum, incredible. Next up, we got the turkey sandwich. Now, I know you're probably thinking to me that is so basic. You got a turkey sandwich out of all the sandwiches in this country? Yes, I did, because I didn't know what to pick. And the lady was like, "Can I help you, sir?" And I said, "Ma'am, yes, you can." And I was like, "Which sandwich is the best?" And she said, "Well, the turkey is the most popular." So I said, "Does it look like I want to fit in?" "I do." "Pass it here, mama." And she did, and she heated it up for me. It's actually called the turkey trot. Isn't the trot like a dance? It's sort of like a sauerkraut dance. No, hold on. I think it's something like this. It's something like that, right? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's literally a breed of turkey. The trot turkey. So it's wrapped like a baked potato. It is trying to keep out the alien signals. Oh, she cut it in half for me, diva. Oh, that looks good. I hope it has flavor. So I see turkey, I see some sort of melted cheese. I think some sort of mayonnaise, maybe spinach, earth. I love that. And tomato. Let's see. Oh, there's something sweet. Mmm. Mmm. My girl Meredith ate that up. The way she heated that up for me, I don't know if her name was Meredith, but she looked like one. It's a compliment. I love Meredith Grey. But Derek, choose me. Pick me. Love me the way that Fresh Market loved these chips. Wait, I gotta try the chips with the sandwich. I did not expect this sandwich to be this good. It's the furthest thing from basic. It's complex. It has layers, just like every other sandwich, but this one has intellectual layers. First of all, the bread is sourdough, and I love that. I can tell someone used a really good starter. It's so toasted, it has a charred flavor to it. The turkey tastes good. Oh, my door's not locked. The turkey tastes good. It could use some more turkey though. It's a thin layer. The Swiss cheese adds such a beautiful sharpness that really elevates the sandwich. But the main stars here are the sauces. I think there's 2 sauces from what I can taste. It tastes like a little bit of honey mustard and a creamy horseradish sauce as well. Put those together, you get sweet, spicy, nostril singeing flavor. And it tastes so good with the Swiss cheese. So simple yet such a big flavor. I love it. 9 out of 10. I'm really shook. I thought it was gonna be trash. But it's not. Last but not least, sushi. A lot of you girlies know I don't really mind fish anymore that much, but when it comes to sushi, I'm paranoid about, worms and amoebas. So I just get the veggie sushi. I'm not saying Fresh Market has a worm. Okay, if they do, my vet has a great dewormer, but I don't think they do. I'm just saying sushi in general kind of freaks me out sometimes, but I love a good veggie roll. I like to just, lightly drizzle some soy sauce, just like that. I don't like it totally coated. And then I usually skip wasabi just because I'm too lazy to smush it on there. And then I put a big thing of ginger and I grab it. I'm getting full. I'm gonna save this, but this is great. This tastes, you know what it tastes just like? Tastes like Publix. How much is it though? $7.99. I think that's the same price as Publix, around there, right? So, you know it has good rice, good avocado, Haas, carrots grown from the earth, and cucumber from the sea. So I like it. It's just very, very simple, basic sushi. Why'd I get it? I don't know. I felt like it. I'm gonna give it a nice 7 out of 10. I will see you tonight for dinner.
For my Tuesday dinner appetizer, I got these fried arancini spheres. That's the classy way to say it, girlies. Next time you see your husband, say, look at those tiny spheres. And then for my dinner, I got the lasagna as my entree. And for dessert, I got these birthday cake ice cream sandwiches. So this is everything together before cooking it. Once I cooked it, it all got hot and melted, which is what typically happens. Of course, I had to give myself a big slice, a whole half, and that's just the first serving, girlies. But look how nicely it just came out of there. That is gorgeous.
Girlies? Oh, my tailbone. Does it still wag? I am so impressed by this lasagna. Every time I've had a pre-made lasagna and I cook it and then I slice it, I try to take it out of the pan, it flops apart. It basically melts or disintegrates into a puddle of sauce. This stayed together completely. You can see the layers, the stability. I think that the Fresh Market CEO might also be into architectures because this isn't normal. This isn't normal. This exceeded my expectations. But first, we're trying the arancini fried balls. Now, if you don't know what arancini is and you're an uncultured swine, you might be thinking, Timmy, isn't that famous opera singer, Andrea Bocelli? No, the names are not even that similar. Why would you think that? That's so weird. One's a food, one's a person. Arancini, I think, is a sort of a pasta, but it's like the kind of pasta that just kind of grows. You know what I mean? It's like the pasta that is like a plant, like a risotto. Risotto's a seed, right? Anyways, this is fried seed with beef and pea sauce. What? Who did this to me? Never once today did I think that arancini would be disgusting. Never once. Not even in my whole life I thought that. This is a fried ball of pasta seed and beef. Like, what could go wrong? It turns out architects aren't very good at cooking, that's for sure. This has the same issue as the meatloaf last night. It tastes like old fat. When I'm 80, that's what I'm gonna call myself, by the way. Oh my God. It tastes like old grease with beef fat and no seasonings. Maybe a slight tomatoiness from the marinara, but that's it. Am I going crazy? Am I going completely insane? Mama, I am your daughter. Am I? Because this doesn't make sense. This should be a home run easily. That's one of the worst things I've had in the past 2 whole days. And that's a long time. 0 out of 10. Horrible, horrible. Get out of my face. There's a lot riding on this meatloaf. Meatloaf. Everything is mixing, everything is blending. A lot is riding on this lasagna. It's holding the weight of my expectations on its noodle back. It looks amazing, it could be vile. Fresh Market is full of surprises so far. I will say though, the cheese looks horrifying. Why did it not fully melt even though I left it in there for extra time? Why? It looks like cheese from the Minecraft world. Plastic, robotic. Let's see, girlies. Victory! The concept of something not tasting like old grease. This is riveting. Oh my! Oh my! What a meal. What a life. That was a growl of joy and satisfaction. After tasting those fried balls of terror, Andrea Botticelli, I will never listen to your music again, sir. Good day, sir. After eating that, I truly felt like this meal was hopeless. All hope was lost. But now suddenly, I see a future for myself and this lasagna structure. And there's more over there. I'm gonna get some more. That is the quintessential perfect lasagna, first of all. When I opened up the container to, put it into the oven, I took the plastic off. There was a puddle of liquid underneath, a whole puddle. So I had concerns that this lasagna would be soupy, watery, nasty. Nope, it turns out it leaked all those juices so that it could reach its full potential. It was not drippy or goopy in the slightest. It was perfectly dry in the sense that each of the noodles really felt like a strong layer and it separated the cheese and the meat. Nothing was mixed. So the texture was astounding. Now, the marinara. I could taste the sun rays in them, and that added some extra flavor. They were so bright, so refreshing, so acidic. I love that in a tomato. And it had some Italian seasoning, but it mostly just let that bright tomatoiness shine. The ground beef, thankfully, had no grease flavor. It didn't have that much flavor in general. It just tasted kind of like plain beef, but I didn't mind that. Oh, I'm sorry, I just slapped you. And the ragazzi, perfect ragazzi. Tangy, cheesy, creamy, and it really went so well with that really tangy tomato sauce. Just a perfect lasagna, 10 out of 10, full slate. I would get that again any day. Now it's time for dolci. I'm so hyped about these. I saw them yesterday, and I said to myself, that looks like the sweetest little morsel of goodness. There's something about a sweet treat that is shaped like that makes it look more delicious. This is a birthday cake ice cream sandwich. Golden crusted brown sugar cookie, vanilla ice cream swirled with rainbow sprinkles and yellow cake pieces. I'm not ready. This is by the brand Nightingale. Oh, a bird. That's fun. It has nothing to do with ice cream, but sometimes branding is a learning curve. Let's give them grace. So this is it. Oh my goodness, the shape, the shape. Oh my gosh, it looks just like the picture. Oh, I hope it's good. I really do. Let's see. Oh! I'm so happy I have 4. I need more. Wait, no, Timmy, hold back. Let it digest a bit, see if there's more space in there. Listen to your stomach, right? My stomach is saying, give it to me. I've never had supermarket ice cream that tastes that much like pure birthday cake flavor, if that makes sense. It's very potent, very sweet, but I love it so much. The cookie, first of all, is different than your typical ice cream sandwiches. It's very brown sugary. There's sort of a caramelized flavor in there, and it's a little bit chewy. It's its own thing. It's its own vibe. And the ice cream within just tastes like, almost like Cold Stone birthday cake ice cream. And it's so soft and just incredible. 10 out of 10, wow. So the appetizer really had us fooled. It had us thinking that darkness was taking over. That will never happen. because we got our lasagna and our birthday cake bird cookie. Fantastic. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3, Wednesday.
For my Wednesday breakfast, I got these Applegate frittata bites. I also got these cauliflower hash browns, and this is all of it together. Let's cook it right up, shall we?
Girlies, it's day 3. I'm really hungry for our breakfast. It looks really good. So I could air fry all of this, I could. But you may have noticed I have not air fried anything at all yet this whole week. And it's for a very embarrassing reason. My air fryer, I named her Lady Oxygen. Last time I used it was during my last at-home food challenge, okay? It was the Walmart Better Goods video. That was like a month ago. Usually I clean the air fryer after a challenge, right? Well, this time I forgot. A long time passed, many moons, many different phases of the sun. A bunch of Sagittarius's rising rose before I looked at the air fryer. But it's like, it's bad. It's bad. So now I'm scared to clean it, and I'm also scared to use it. I'm gonna clean it after this week, I promise. So instead we're using the oven, like we're in 1802 making a biscuit. That's what Beth from Little Women would have wanted. She would have said, use the oven. What do you mean you fry food with air? Are you a witch? So these cauliflower hash browns can go in the oven. It's just gonna take about 20 minutes. That's okay. Ooh. They smell so good. They smell like a potato. If I wasn't looking, I would think that I'm smelling a person from Idaho right now. If only I smelled like this. Floridians smell like gator meat and swamp juices. So I'm gonna make 2. And then for the frittata bites, the only option is the microwave. You know what? I'm gonna put it in the oven too. It doesn't know that it's worthy of that yet, but I'm here to say you are. Comes in packs of 2. It looks embarrassing, but let's see how it tastes. What a cute breakfast. Everything kind of matches. Round, 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 round.
And this is the food all done and ready to eat. Let's go in.
Everything smells fantastic. First up, let's try the Nelly frittata bites. They have egg, chicken, sausage. I'm just kidding, they go together. It's chicken, sausage, red pepper, onions, and spinach. 13 grams of protein. Certified humane. I love that. That's the kind of human I want to be. I want to be humane, not human. So let's try it. Oh, very fluffy. The oven really worked its magic, okay? Mmm. Mmm. This is gonna sound like a diss, but it's not a diss. I'm a really nice person. I would never diss a humane egg bite. But have you ever had one of those really cheap breakfast burritos from McDonald's? Was it made by the hands of a clown? Right. Ronald's really good at cooking. These taste just like the filling in those McDonald's breakfast burritos. Like exact. From quality, no offense, to flavor. It has the same texture. You know what it is? It might be like the same sausage or something. I don't know. All I know is that it tastes delicious. I love those little breakfast burritos. There's a bit of a cheesy sharpness. The eggs are pretty fluffy. And the red peppers really come through and add a gorgeous, bright flavor. Some would call it spicy if they think black pepper is spicy as well. Those people are weak, but we love and accept them anyways. Delicious, 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed them so much. Next up, we got the cauliflower hash browns. Let me just say, I really expected trash, garbage, but these look and smell really good. These are by Strong Roots, which is what the dentist says when he takes a look at my x-rays. He's like, they look good. So let's see. Ooh, great texture. Oh, all right. That's not bad. Okay, no, it's actually quite good. As we all know, the ambassadors of potatoes are the Idahoans, right? I mentioned that probably in every video. They inspire me so much. But which state grows the most cauliflower? Like, which state is like, cauliflower is our thing? Which state grows the most cauliflower? California! Oh, it makes sense. It's LA. You know, LA is all about low carb energy, right? Big personalities. These definitely have a potatoey texture, but not quite a hash hash brown, more like mashed potatoes in a crunchy shell. So they're much heavier than a hash brown, very dense, almost kind of gooey inside, which I didn't really mind. They definitely have a cauliflower flavor, like that's inescapable, even though I'm trying to escape it. But there's also a strong onion flavor, little hint of BO, you know? And the outside does have a potatoey hash brown flavor to it. So it's interesting. It's mostly cauliflower with a hint of onion, a hint of hash brown, and salt. I'm not mad. 6.5 out of 10 for me. For a cauliflower item, they're quite enjoyable. So let's go to Fresh Market, day 3 lunch.
For my Wednesday lunch, I got this gorgeous, very expensive chicken salad. I also got these Crunchmaster crackers to go with it, guacamole flavor, and some potato salad, and some Thai noodle salad as well. So here's all my 3 salads together, all in plastic containers with a sprinkle of my favorite flavor, microplastic.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm speaking Spanish right now because we are parked in front of a Pollo Tropical. If you haven't heard of it, don't worry about it. It's a Cuban fast food place. It's part of my culture, not yours. Stop asking questions. Girlies, I'm in the best mood because at Fresh Market, one of my girlies recognized me. Well, he wasn't a girly, he was a grown man. But all my girlies are my girlies, you know? And he was so nice. And he was like, I watch you all the time. Are you Timmy? And I was like, yes, I'm Timmy. Who do I look like to you? Timu? And we took a picture and it was like the best moment ever. He made my whole day. So kind sir, girly, if you're watching this, you're everything to me. Also, another guy, I think was flirting with me. I'm getting used to it now. He was just like looking at me like I was a piece of man meat, because that's what I am. So that made my day as well. It's a nice reminder that I am a hot little biscuit. You know? Let me focus on the food. I'm so sorry. So I got a full salad meal because I felt like eating light. So we got roasted chicken salad, potato salad, and Thai noodle salad. Let's try that first. These were each about $5.50. This was $14. I get it. Chicken's expensive these days. But $14. Maybe this is an Erewhon type place. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Okay. And it has like, I think lentils in it. You know, it has potential for greatness. It almost reached Flavor Town, but it got stuck in a traffic jam in mediocre metropolis, and that city does not have OnStar. Not sponsored by OnStar. So it's gonna be there for a while. This tastes good in a sense, in a realm. It has a really nice tanginess, a slight peanut flavor, but it has far too much sesame oil. I love sesame oil, but only a couple droplets. Sesame oil is so strong, so when you put even a sprinkle or a dash, it becomes sesame oil with a pasta garnish. And that's not the meal I wanna eat. It's a little too rich from the sesame oil. Also, those lentil edamame things, I don't know what they are. They're really hard to eat. Like, they're really crunchy and they don't match the pasta salad vibe whatsoever. Like, they really ruin the texture for me. Sorry, I'm gonna have to give it a 5. Oh, ouch. Next up, let's try the potato salad. This is called picnic potato salad. So you're only allowed to eat it when you're outside on the grass at a picnic. Luckily, I'm a rebel from birth and I break all the rules. So I'm eating it in a car. Whoa, whoa, watch out. Ooh, it smells really good. It smells really fresh. Ow, there's an eyelash in my eye. It's gone. Typical. You know, this reminds me of when me and my wife, Tammy, we had a picnic. It was our second date back in 1904. She made me a potato salad. She said, hubby, did I toss the potato salad good? And I said, you tossed it better than you could ever imagine. This is fine. It tastes like any other store-bought potato salad. Publix vibes. And I love Publix. I'm a Floridian. If I didn't love Publix, I would be nothing. It's a sweeter potato salad. It has a strong relish flavor to it. I think fresh cucumbers chopped up, which is nice. The potatoes are perfectly cooked. They still have a nice little bite to them. It might be a little too mayonnaise-y, but otherwise it's fine. 7 out of 10. I'm not mad. I'm so hyped for the chicken salad. Now, you girlies know I've been in my chicken salad era. I feel like I'm an 88-year-old in a 32-year-old's body. And that's why every time I mention that I lived in 1802, I mean it. I did. And I got these Crunch Master guacamole chips by the brand Avocado Toast. You can't just name your brand after a food. Like, that's like naming my brand Dulce de Leche because I'm half Cuban. Like, that has to be breaking some kind of rule, right? I don't know. But the actual cracker itself is called Crunch Master, which is a bit more creative. And I feel like it's marketed towards men. You know, like, how crunchy are you? Do you want to be the master of your own crunch? You know, like very that, like weightlifting vibes. They're good. They have like a sesame cracker vibe to them. That's quite nice. But the guacamole flavor is very light. Okay, let's put some chicken salad on one. This is a very chunky chicken salad. Let me try it by itself. Simple. Oh my God, listen, it's fine. It's good, it's good. I just really love chicken salad, so when I eat it, I go into a trance and I can only hear gobble gobble, like that's it. This is very real chicken salad in the sense that it tastes like a really fresh chicken. Like the main flavor is like fresh chicken. It has a very simple sauce. It's definitely mayonnaise, salt, pepper, celery. It all tastes really good, really simple, but it definitely could use some more seasonings. Maybe some hot sauce on top would eat. So I think that's a perfect base for toppings. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a nice strong 7.5 out of 10. I'll see you at dinner.
For my Wednesday dinner appetizer, I got these fried mac and cheese batons. Come on, girl, twirl. And I also got this General Tso's noodle chicken bowl. And for dessert, I got this gorgeous strawberry butter cake that was on sale. Are you kidding me? So this is everything before I cooked it. And this is everything after I cooked it. It all looks the same, only the temperature has changed.
Regina, no offense, sweetheart, but you're looking a mess. We have to get her groomed super soon because we have a pageant coming up, right? The Little Miss Shih Tzu Caca Destroyer contest. She's been preparing for it for years, let me tell you, just chewing away. Speaking of pageants, I think that my pageant talent would be twirling a baton like the girl in Miss Congeniality, the one that said, I think my favorite date is April 24th because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. All you need is a light sweater. I'd be just like her because these mac and cheese sticks are called fried macaroni and cheese batons. Tell me why. Is Fresh Market trying to be different? Is Fresh Market trying to say, if you're gonna eat these, pick up a sport as well? Life is all about balance, sweetheart. Probably. You know what? Let me try it. Wow, that was really good. Okay, I'm gonna win. I'm very hyped about these because if they used the same mac and cheese that they used in the mac and cheese, it's gonna be the best thing ever because that mac and cheese was incredible. I've said mac and cheese too many times now. Ooh. I'm really trying not to eat the last one because I want to keep a shred of my dignity. I'm gonna have it later though. Don't expect a fancy flavor, okay? This mac and cheese is a little different than the hot bar mac and cheese. I would say it has more of a simple mac and cheese flavor. It doesn't have that smokiness, but I think they added extra cheese or something because this has such a sharp cheddar flavor, a lot sharper than the hot bar mac and cheese. So they're out here serving us different products, different cheese levels, like they're putting the effort in. They listened to Kim Kardashian when she said, get up and work. And then she said that as well. So it's like the ooeyest, gooeyest, saltiest, cheesiest mac and cheese in a very kind of floppy breading, but I don't mind it. It tastes good still. And it has a nice strong black pepper flavor. You can see the crumbs, 9 out of 10. So delicious. Wow, I'm so happy right now. Now it's time for the General Tso's chicken bowl. It has noodles and they give me a lot of chicken. Let me just say I'm grateful for the food on my plate, but tell me why, as the noodle base, they used the Thai pasta salad from earlier? I just praised them. I just said Fresh Market, you're out here making multiple mac and cheeses for multiple products, but they couldn't be bothered to make a lo mein. What about a high mein? Not even that? They just put the Thai pasta salad underneath and then I made it hot. Pasta salad is not supposed to be hot. This is upsetting. This is wrong. This is immoral. I don't know what their problem is. Come at me. Let's just try that first and see how it is, if it tastes different hot. It's spicier. They must have added these peppers, so there's a slight difference with that, but it still has those weird crunchy soybean type things in it. But I think it tastes better, spicy and hot. It does. Okay. I guess I'm not that mad. I forgive you. Let's try the chicken. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly distraught. It's chicken that's breaded, so I'm gonna eat it. But am I enjoying it? How dare you suspect such a thing? I am not! We've been shopping at Fresh Market because you said, Mama, I wanna eat more fresh food products. I wanna go eat at Fresh Market. I don't wanna eat at Publix anymore. And I said, sweetheart, I support you. I get that eating organic is your passion. Let's do it. But you've chosen trash for me to eat. Garbage on top of a pasta salad. Give me your phone. Who pays the phone bill? Pass it here. Oh! Different mothers from different walks of life keep possessing me, and I've just accepted it. At least it was better than Carrie's mom. The chicken just tastes like it's been mixed into the pasta salad sauce. So it doesn't feel like it has its own flavor. It feels like it has some random sauce just thrown on it that is not adding a lot to it. But I think the main problem is the breading. Well, the quality also. The quality is very foamy, very processed, and the breading itself has a processed flavor. It doesn't have a fresh fried vibe. It has a factory, frozen, fried maybe a month ago, but it's still safe to eat because it was frozen type of vibe. And I love frozen food. I love trashy processed food, but I like when it tastes good. And this just tastes like honestly nothing. I'm gonna have to give this bowl a 3 out of 10. I will take another bite though, because I love chicken. What can I say? Last but not least, we have the strawberry butter cake. Now, girlies, you don't know how much I love a butter cake. I really love it so much. When I see it, I'm like, how many sticks are in there? Seems like a lot. There's something about a butter cake that is almost like a mixture between a cake and fudge and a brownie, and it always slays, always. Now, this butter cake was $1. Hey! Honey boo boo, stop hollering. My God. But it was $1 because it was on sale. Now, I love a sale, but when the sale price is so low, it makes me a little worried. I'm like, is it rotten? Is it spoiled? We're about to find out. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's safe to eat. They would not sell it if it was spoiled, right? But $1 is very low for a place like this. So let's see how it is. I did heat it up for like 30 seconds. Oh, it has a crust. It has a crust, like a cheesecake. That may very well be the best dollar I ever did spend. Usually butter cakes are a bit more dense than this, but this one literally has basically a cream center. Like, I'm not joking. It is completely gooey, almost like a strawberry cakey flavored pudding, which is crazy. And then it has this really nice kind of like cookie flavored toasted brown butter vibes crust that is not that sweet, while the filling is super sweet. So it's the perfect balance, and the strawberry flavor is perfect. It's a little processed tasting, but I kind of like that sometimes in a strawberry cake, you know? A little bit of fakeness goes a long way. I'm gonna stop drinking soda while I film. I'm so sorry for that. It's not my fault. It's science. 10 out of 10. There's not much more to say. It's the best thing ever. So, amazing appetizer, amazing dessert, flop entree, but I am full. I will see you tomorrow for day 4, Thursday. Thursday. Sorry, I was just fighting the evil forces that are unseen.
For my Thursday breakfast, I got this breakfast burrito, and then I also got this gluten-free sourdough Texas toast. Hey, y'all.
So it's been 3 full days. I haven't really given you guys like health and wellness update, and the truth is I'm feeling well. I'm feeling health. Nothing's caused any irritations, no trips to Koreatown, thankfully. I got my fill of that after my Temu video. That was a long trip. So let's make our Thursday breakfast, shall we? We got our gluten-free sourdough Texas toast. It's gluten-free, so it might not even taste like bread, because isn't gluten like a really big part of bread? Like it's like the main star of bread. But I'm still so hyped to try this, and we have a breakfast burrito, the first of the week. It's a huevos rancheros theme, and it's by Reds. Like Little Red Riding Hood, her? That makes sense. She let the wolves snatch her grandmother because she was too busy running a burrito empire. Okay, I get it. Money over family. That's the wrong path, Red. So I'm gonna put these in the oven. Let's get our little pan. Is that dog food on my counter? It's dog food. Okay, we're gonna start cleaning a little more here. Oh, they're each in their own little plastic earth ruiner. And each slice has a lot of garlic butter on it. Look at that, that's a thick layer. Oh my goodness. We're doing two. We're doing two, we're getting crazy. Gorgeous. And as for the burrito, we're just gonna put this into the box that has electromagnetic rays. Some people call it the microwave, I call it the future.
My breakfast burrito got a little bit inflamed in the microwave, but that's okay. I have severe dry eye and my top layer of eyeball gets inflamed and it gets stuck to my eyelid, so I can relate completely. And this is my gorgeous piece of anti-gluten freshly toasted in the oven. Let's eat.
So let's start with the burrito, shall we? A lot of people don't know what huevo ranchero is. That's not my problem, but I will explain to you what it is. Huevo means egg. Ranchero means Hidden Valley Ranch. So it's eggs with ranch. Let's see how it is. Wrapped in leather. Okay, that's what the inside looks like. For a frozen burrito, it looks kind of good. This is why Little Red Riding Hood should not be making burritos. Is she Latina? I don't think so. It isn't bad. So I was pranking you when I said that it was eggs with ranch and you fell for it. That's crazy. Huevos ranchero is actually like a breakfast dish with eggs, crispy tortilla, salsa, different things, okay? So I'm guessing they tried to capture that flavor and then wrap it in a non-crispy tortilla. I think the flavor is actually kind of nice. It's like a very bell pepper-y, cheesy, eggy flavor. Like it's simple. The bell peppers are the star. Ow! But I'm not really tasting the crunchy tortilla vibe that a huevo ranchero typically has. Who was that? That came out of the depths of my half Cuban side. Yeah, I'm not getting the tortilla crunchy chip flavor in there. Also, it's all just kind of like a mush. I'm not really feeling differentiation in each ingredient. That was a big word. So pretty good flavor, not so great texture. I need more crunchy tortilla. I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10, not bad. Next up, we got the gluten-free Texas toast. Now, this is apparently sourdough. So this is what all the Instagram moms are trying to make, and they're all failing. Susan, you used the wrong starter. You'll never learn, Susan. I did leave it in the oven for like 5 minutes longer than it said because it would not really get golden brown. It refused. No, nay, nay. Listen, for a gluten-free option, it's actually terrible. Gluten-free girlies, you deserve better. The texture is garlic-flavored concrete. This is a sidewalk that a vampire cannot step on. It's so dense and crispy on the edges, but not in a satisfying way, in a drywall kind of way. And the garlic butter, don't get me started. Okay, I'll start. It's my job to talk about this. There's this kind of rotting garlic flavor to it. I'm not saying it's rotten, Mr. Rudy, okay? Rudy is not rotten, but there's just this flavor of like old garlic, like garlic that's been sitting in the fridge for a long time. And then the butter itself has this kind of grease, fat aftertaste that might not have gluten in it, but it does have despair in it. I don't like anything about this. This is a 1 out of 10. I'm very upset right now because the gluten-free girlies need a better alternative. We're gonna work on it, okay? okay. I'm a part-time gluten scientist, so I'll work something out for you.
For my Thursday lunch, I got the rib plate from the Hot Bar, so it came with ribs and 2 sides. And I also got these chicken skin crisps as my little animalistic side. And for my other sides, I got the broccoli cheesy casserole stuff and some bacon Brussels sprouts.
Okay, so it's raining. I went to a new location. It was a little bit further, but let me just say it felt a little more premium as well. For some reason, the vibe in there was even more pretentious, more decadent. I live for it. And the employee that checked me out was so nice. And he said to me, "Have a blessed day." And I almost said, "You too, Aunt Lydia." But then I was like, no, I shouldn't say that. Under his eye. Let's be honest, I'm too socially awkward to ever make a joke like that to a stranger. No, never. Literally never. All I know how to say is, "Hi, how are you? Thank you so much." Anyways, I'm so excited about this rib meal. Have you ever eaten a rack of ribs in your car? Did it feel a little animalistic? Right. That's how I'm about to feel. I'm gonna feel like a lion in the Sahara chewing on what he hunted. But first we're trying our appetizer. We have these flock chicken skin crisps, hot Nashville seasoned. Flock, really, that's evil. It's like you're mocking the chicken that you just took everything from. Its hopes, its dreams. Where's the chicken gonna flock to? My esophagus? Is that the joke? I get it. It's not funny. I've tried the wild chicken chips and I actually really like them. So I'm hyped to try these. This is chicken skin, so it's a little different. Let's see. Oh! What is that? Who am I? That smells like pirate's booty if the phrase was literal. Oh, this is more like a pork rind, but it can gobble. Okay, it looks like a chicken wing, does it not? I do like Nashville hot stuff, so let's see. It still has the little chicken hairs on it. It still has the buzz cut. I didn't ask for this. I'm not craving chicken hair. Ah! This is not what I expected. I'm gonna save these for Alejandro. He loves pork rinds. These taste like really thick, greasy pork rinds. They don't taste like chicken. I think evolution's getting a little confused and turning chickens into pigs. I don't like it. A gift for my husband. Oh, I'm such a good wife. 0 out of 10. Okay, at least we have a gorgeous meal here. And we have actual pig. Now imagine if this pig tastes like chicken. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Nothing surprises me. Let's first try the Brussels sprouts. Now I know you're thinking, Timmy, you got Brussels sprouts again? You're a taste tester. Taste test new things. These are different Brussels sprouts. These are bacon Brussels sprouts. They look drier than the other ones I had. Okay, so let me move this animal out of the way. Oh, okay. So let's look at the bright side, but always put on sunglasses first. These taste fresher than the other Brussels sprouts. They have more of a raw Brussels sprout crunch. I appreciate that, but everything else is terrible. They're very chewy. It takes a while to chew one bite, and I'm impatient. I want more food as soon as possible, so that's not good in my eyes. The worst thing about them is, though, that they have no flavor. Literally none. It tastes like a raw Brussels sprout with little bacon bits around it. A Swiftie! A Swiftie in an Eras shirt literally just passed right by my car. Yeah, it tastes like raw Brussels sprouts with no salt, no pepper, no oil, no nothing besides little random bacon bits that are probably chicken. I'm very disappointed. As a Brussels sprout connoisseur, this is ruining my day, ruining my life as well. So I'm gonna give that a 1. Let's try this cheesy broccoli casserole. This is probably gonna be good. What's happening? Okay, First of all, I don't think that's a casserole. I think that's just broccoli and cheese sauce. Second of all, the cheese sauce is not good at all. Terrible, love. That was my impression of a British person who was disappointed after eating broccoli and cheese together. It doesn't even taste like a crumpet. It doesn't even taste like a bean. Pass the jelly. Pass it here. Give me the trifle. It literally tastes like, okay, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a packet of Velveeta cheese. I kind of enjoy that when I'm in the mood for a processed mac and cheese. But at Fresh Market, I'm expecting something elevated, you know, not Velveeta vibes. Also, this is like the sweet version of Velveeta. There's a weird sweetness to it that's kind of nasty, and it gave me the ick instantly instantly. The broccoli though does have a nice texture. It's nicely cooked. So there's that. 2 out of 10.
Why?
We still have the ribs. If they're good, lunch may be slightly redeemed, but it's our last chance. Come on, Luke Skywalker, you're our last hope, bro. So it tastes like a hot dog, but like a good hot dog. Ugh. Oh my God, let go. Let me pause and talk, okay? Listen. Those are not terrible, but like I said, they're so smoky that they really do taste like a hot dog that's been sculpted into the shape of a real animal, which is kind of uncanny. They're not bad if you like hot dogs, but I don't like hot dogs that much to the point that I'm like obsessed. They're fine. Are they gonna fill me up on their own? I don't think so. So I'm gonna have an early dinner, that's for sure. Other than the hot dog flavor, there's nothing else going on, which is interesting. It's just hot dog. They're very sticky and they feel like they have a really nice like caramelization on them. And the meat isn't too goopy. There's a lot of meat on there. It's just a little
tough.
So it's hard to get it off of the bone. But luckily in a past life, I was a dog. So I have an advantage and I'll be able to do it. I'm gonna have to give them a 5 out of 10. Overall lunch really was a big flop. I'm gonna finish these at home where I have access to more paper towels and things like that. I'm grateful but sad. So I'll see you guys at dinner time.
For my Thursday dinner, I got these really pricey twice baked potatoes. I'm assuming that the cost of using the oven twice, like the energy in that, made the price go up. I totally get it. And I also got this freshly made pizza. And for dessert, this gorgeous tuxedo truffle Napoleon bar cake. So this is my meal all together, ready to be cooked up. What do we think, girlies? It's giving kid cuisine if the kid was 32.
Ladies, it's been a couple hours since lunch. I'm very hungry because lunch was so light. In fact, I'm feeling a little shaky. Stay calm though, okay? Mama doesn't need you freaking out. I'll be fine. Just let me eat in peace. Go bother your father, please. My dinner is still in the oven heating up, but I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm forgetting all the rules of life. I'm gonna eat dessert first because it's ready to go right now. And then we'll have our entree. It's the tuxedo cake. I would have worn my tuxedo for this occasion, but I don't own one. In fact, look at this picture. That's my wedding picture. I got married in a $20 Target button-up shirt. I'm just not that classy of a broad, but I can still enjoy a luxury cake. So let's go in. Oh my goodness, where do I start? I'm gonna cry. Timmy, stop. Save some room for entree. Wait, one more. Wait, I didn't try this. Okay, one more. Okay, go away. I adored this. My one complaint is that the chocolate ganache on top is a little too much. It's just a little too rich, but the rest of it, incredible. The actual cake layers are very simple vanilla cake. I think it's marbled because I got a couple chocolate cake bites, but very moist, very classic. Definitely better than a Pillsbury box. It was more so giving like a Dolly Parton box. Hers are more high end, as is her hair. It's very high. But the best thing about this cake is the mousse layers. There's a chocolate mousse layer and a vanilla mousse layer. They both taste like cheesecake to me. Even the chocolate one just tastes like chocolate cheesecake, but like a light, airy cheesecake. And that mixed with the real cake, not that cheesecake isn't real cake, it's just, it's a different kind of cake, but they're all valid, especially these cakes. These are the most valid. It was just so delicious. If it didn't have that ganache, it would be a 10. For now, it's a 9, but I'm impressed. Fresh Market, keep this up, and you might get that promotion. We'll see about it though. The corner office with the windows.
My goodness, that is the cheesiest dessert I've ever seen. Let's eat our final course.
I'm sorry, girlies, it was just too much oils. I felt like I was looking at my nose after a long day. Look at all that. See, have you ever seen Along Came Polly with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck? Such a good movie. Ben Affleck's friend takes Ben Affleck's pizza and he pours Ben Affleck's pizza grease onto his own pizza. That's what that made me think of. Anyways, we're gonna let this cool a little extra because it's very cheesy and I really don't need to be singed right now. I'm already so hot. Let's first try the twice baked potato. You might be thinking, Timmy, Timmy, what's a twice baked potato? It's not just a potato that was baked twice. That's a huge misconception and something we need to raise awareness on. It's actually a baked potato. They scoop out the potato cream center. They put it into a bowl. They mix it with butter and different things. Sometimes cheese, sometimes bacon, sometimes Crisco, who knows, whatever you like. And then they put that potato back into the potato skin. They put cheese on it and they bake it. Let's see how this is. Help! It's probably gonna need more than that. So I still ate it because it's a potato, but the sad fact is that that's all it is, just a potato from the dirt, from the grime of the earth. Like, I get that they mashed it, but it doesn't taste like they added anything. It just tastes like they took the potato out, mashed it, and put it back in. So what's the point then? Tell me, what do you do successfully? Quickly. You know, I got my hopes up and I didn't get the twice baked potato that I wanted. And I was upset about it the rest of the day. So if you like a really plain potato, I think this will be your favorite dish ever. But if you like flavor, seasonings, sour cream, some chive maybe, was that too much to ask for? You're gonna hate this. 2 out of 10. Wow, so disappointing. Now let's try the pizza. I really hope it's good. It is giving personal size DiGiorno, which is definitely not delivery. It's DiGiorno, but it's also not supposed to be what Fresh Market is either. I'm just gonna fold it like a New Yorker, because sometimes I just want to pretend I live in a Big Apple. First of all, I'm impressed by the amount of pepperoni they put onto that pizza. They said, Timmy's Takeout, we want you to experience the gout all over again. Surprise! If it happens, it happens. I'll drink some, what was it, cherry juice. What washes away the pepperoni crystals from the big toe? Cherry juice, right? But it was pretty good. Now, is it comparable to any authentic, delicious restaurant pizza? Of course not. Is it comparable to California Pizza Kitchen? Yeah. I actually really like the crust. I thought it looked really processed when I opened it. It looks like a pre-made flatbread, but to be honest, it's really crunchy on the edges, very salty and very nice. I think the toppings are what taste kind of like frozen toppings, like the pepperoni, the cheese, and the sauce all just are kind of giving frozen pizza, which is not a bad thing. I enjoy frozen pizza, but this is from the fresh area, so you'd expect a little bit fresher. So I'm not mad. I'm okay with it. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Not the best meal ever, but it was a decent one. Dessert 8. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final day, Friday. I'm sorry, Friday.
For my Friday breakfast, I got these scrumptious looking donuts, scrumdiddlyumptious, and also these pork sausages. I cook the sausages, I put the donut on a plate. Sometimes it is that simple.
Girlies, I gotta be honest. Last night was a little rough for me. I had a tummy ache. And I don't know why. Like, it was definitely not because of the cheesy pizza, the tuxedo cake, the hot dog ribs. Definitely not. It was probably that one bite of Brussels sprout, for sure. So to help my stomach, you know, relax, let's have a donut. So the other day, me and Alejandro were watching this YouTube video about this like donut shop, and it was just kind of like a quiet video showing them make donuts for like 15 minutes. And I looked at him, I said, I haven't had a donut in so long. And he said, that's true. And I said, I want one. And he said, well, get one tomorrow at the Fresh Market. And I said, the man I married is a genius. So I found a donut and I got what I wanted. Because life is about getting what you want no matter what. Being a selfish donut pig. So let's try it. This is a raspberry drizzle. It's stuffed with raspberry too. It's a mini donut, so dainty, you know. Let's try it. Where's the filling? Where is it? Oh, The cyst. My stomach feels so much better. It worked. That's my new go-to remedy. You know, if Beth from Little Women had a donut when the fever struck, she would probably still be here today. That's so sad. They hadn't created donuts yet. It was 1802. You think there was a Dunkin' on the street corner that Marmy would go to get her daughter some breakfast? I don't think so. I'm sorry, I'm tired. That's a great donut. Let me tell you, it's simple, it's basic. The outside of it, fried dough. That's all you gotta know. The inside of it, classic raspberry filling. You know what I hate? When you go to a fancy donut shop and they try to get classy with it, and instead of just raspberry goop in the center, they put like actual raspberry preserves. What are they trying to preserve? My disgust? I like the raspberry goop that's processed, that has no seeds. It's just like a bloopy bloop, you know? And that's what that donut had. And the icing is the one thing that kind of differentiates it from other donuts. It kind of makes it its own thing. The icing was kind of giving slight cream cheese vibes. Very light, but it was there. Simple, but great. I love them. 8 out of 10. Okay, now we have our sausages. This is classic pork, also humanely raised. This is really becoming my thing now. I'm like a really good person. Let's try it. No nitrates or nitrites added. Maybe that's what's missing. These sausages are okay, but like I said, something is missing. First of all, they're too chewy, but that's probably because I cooked them in the microwave. So that's on me. I take responsibility for myself because ain't no one gonna take responsibility for me. As for the flavor, it does have that classic sausage sweetness, fennel vibes, you know, but there's an emptiness in the background that I can't put my finger on. It almost has the flavor of like sausage water. But they're not bad. I would eat them for sure. I just wouldn't pick them compared to Jimmy Dane, my brother. Yes, he's my brother. I miss him so much. He cut me off when I tried to take over his empire. I was trying to help, okay? I wasn't trying to steal it. I'm gonna give those a 5 out of 10. Okay, so breakfast was pretty good. We only have 2 meals left, girlies. I'm sad. I'm gonna miss shopping at the fresh market. Where else am I gonna feel above everybody?
For my Friday lunch, I got these puffed pasta chips. And I also got another hot meal with garlic parm chicken wings, garlic parm potatoes, and this chicken spinach manicotti. If a burp was visual, it would look like this.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit emotional. That was my last time going to Fresh Market this week. And I just feel like I went in nervous, scared, not knowing who I was. And now I'm a man who eats bran muffins. You know, like that's growth. Let me just say, I've wanted to mention this whole week and I keep forgetting. The music playing at Fresh Market is orchestral versions of iconic songs. I heard like an Ed Sheeran song. I heard Milkshake. I heard lumpia, adobo. I ate it every day. I'm sorry. Imagine Cameron's voice with like a violin playing. It just really adds to the aura and the aesthetic and the environment. It's environmentally, musically friendly. Let's first try our puffed pasta chips. So much yes. That's fun marketing. It's cringe, but it's really fun. I appreciate it. This is the Casio Pepe flavor. I'm so hyped. I've never had a pasta chip. Oh. Smells like butt. They're shaped like this, like a little French beret. Oui, oui. Okay. They don't taste how they smell. What? I have had pasta chips. Aren't cinnamon twists from Taco Bell pasta chips? They should call it Taco Bella. Jigum, Ever, Alice. These are fantastic. Now, I can't speak on the other flavors, but this flavor tastes just like Casio e Pipi. 100%. Like, it's a little bit tart from the Parmesan vibes. It has an extremely strong black pepper flavor. It's salty. And the chip itself, honestly, it just feels like a Cheeto. Satisfying to eat, flavorful, 10 out of 10. Now it's time for my hot plate meal. Okay, I got chicken wings again, because I know that I love their ooey gooey wings. I think they work somehow, but these are garlic Parmesan flavor. I also got the garlic Parmesan potatoes. Now, I didn't realize they were basically the same thing until about 2 seconds after the nice man put both items into the plate. And I did not have the uvulas to say, sir, can you take that out? I don't want to actually, like, I don't want to be that person. So we're just having a garlic Parmesan fest, which is actually a really iconic annual festival in Roma, Parmigiania, which is a small little countryside town. One of my life goals is to visit that festival, so we're gonna do it for sure. And then I also got this chicken manicotti, so we're having an Italian moment. I just know Leonardo da Vinci is looking at this meal, thinking of home. This one's for you, big guy! So let's first try the garlic parm potatoes. Look at those, gorgeous, very coated. Focus, thank you. Very round, rounder than your typical potato. Potato.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm just gonna go straight into eating the wing because it's gonna have the same flavor. What was that? Okay, that's too gooey. That's too gooey. Oh. What's going on? I'm getting the ick. I'm getting the ick. Oh my God. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she just ate a gooey wing from the fresh market. If I was a chicken, I would see how many eggs I could push out in the span of 10 minutes just to test it. But I would also be so upset that I lost everything to be served like this. I had more eggs to lay. I had more gobbles to sing. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this is a different type of wing they're using. I don't know if this is Tyson, but these wings are gooey in the bad way. The last wings were gooey in the good way. It was like the breading was gooey and not the actual chicken. Here, it feels like, to me, in my opinion, that the actual chicken is gooey. The sauce is great, but it tasted much more powerful on the potatoes. It was much more of the main star. On the chicken, it kind of blends in with the chicken a bit, and the gooiness was just too much to overcome. Like, I tried to push through. I ate multiple bites of multiple wings. It was all gooey, but the potatoes, oh, perfectly cooked, perfectly dense, and the sauce on them was incredible. The sauce itself tastes like hot Caesar dressing with tons of extra Parmesan and tons of extra garlic. A lot of garlic parm sauces can taste very oily or very buttery or full of grease and sadness, but this one is much more tangy and creamy and incredible. The potatoes, 10 out of 10. The chicken, minus 10 out of 10. Last but not least, we have the manicotti. You know, guys, this is so funny. I have a quick story about manicotti. There was this lady that used to go to our church back in the day, and we were friends with her. And for some reason, we had this inside joke with this lady that she was gonna make manicotti and bring it to our house. And I don't remember the context, but I know that it was this ongoing joke. And then one day she literally brought a Stouffer's frozen meal of manicotti. And I was like, she brought the manicotti. Like, what? It doesn't make sense to me either. Anyways, let's try this chicken spinach manicotti, okay? Oh. What's going on? My last 2 lunches have been so disappointing. I don't even know what to say anymore. Is this how a parent feels when their kid doesn't go to college? They think to themselves, what was the point? I could have been partying for the last 18 years. That's exactly how this feels. It's the same level. That has no flavor besides spinach. And listen, I'm not a spinach hater, okay? Me and Popeye would get along. He would say, "Arr!" Spinach is fine to me, but when it's the main star and there's nothing else going on, that's dark-sided. The pasta itself feels soggy. The chicken tastes real, but no flavor. And the sauce itself is creamy, but there's no flavor, just spinach. I'm grateful, but once again, I'm angry. I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 10. I'm gonna go home, eat more pasta chips, and I'll see you guys tonight.
For my Friday dinner, I got these butter chicken empanadas. I also got this ricotta cheesecake for dessert. And for my entree, I got a cold bar meal, which has a barbecue cheddar turkey burger, this apple salad, and smoked mozzarella pasta salad as well. Bone apple teeth. People who say that love being quirky.
We have arrived at the final meal. Oh, how fresh do you feel? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God. We have eaten at Fresh Market for
5 days.
and it's been quite the experience. I do think the week started strong. It's been kind of flip-floppy in these last couple days, but I've still had a good time. I'm still grateful that you've watched this whole thing. If you have, you're that girl. We know this. And I'm grateful that I've been able to try all this, even if some of the chicken wings were gooey, even if the arancini did not sing opera like how I expected him to. I'm still here. So let's taste test all these final items. Now, I know this dinner is a little random. I went to the cold bar area. They had lots of options. I saw this barbecue cheddar turkey burger and I said, "Hello, sir." And he said, "How can I help you, ma'am?" No, he didn't. He said, "How can I help you?" And I said, "I would like a meal with this turkey burger." But I forgot that I hadn't chosen my sides yet. So he was like, "Which sides would you like with the turkey burger?" And I said, I don't don't know, Edward, Jacob, but also food. And he was like, okay, which ones? And I was like, the mozzarella pasta salad. So I chose that. And then he was like, okay, another one. And I froze. I was like, I don't know what else to get. Nothing looked good. It all looked kind of icky. So I just said, apple salad, whatever Snow White would have chosen. And he was like, good choice, apple salad's my favorite. So I was like, okay, good. So this apple salad seems to have apples, lumpia, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it, adobo. It has apples, I think it has kale, cranberries, and some sort of dressing. Oh, and some pecans. Oh, that tastes like chewable apple cider. And I've always wanted to try chewable apple cider. It's a delicacy in probably Norway. It's very apple-y, but it also has this kind of like spiced flavor to it. There's a lot of like apple pie seasonings. It's a very sweet salad in a dessert way, but it somehow works. The kale does add some earthiness, as kale typically does make me feel like a little bit of a horse. Call me Sea Biscuit. Actually, call me Hot Little Biscuit. And the cranberry adds a chewiness, the pecan adds a crunch, but the main flavor really is apple cider. I like it, I really do. I'm gonna give it a nice 7 out of 10, very good. Next up, let's try this smoked mozzarella pasta salad. It seems to have mozzarella blobs, little peppers, maybe some spinach. Let's see. That is so flavorful. First of all, there's a strong pimento flavor, and pimentos taste so much better when they're not cosplaying as the pupil of an olive. I don't like that, but when they're in like a pimento cheese or this, they taste really good. They really shine. They add this kind of sweet pepper flavor that's actually quite appetizing, makes me salivate a little bit. The pieces of smoked mozzarella add that saltiness, that richness, and overall it does taste quite smoky. Like I feel like I'm chewing on someone's fireplace. Delicious, 10 out of 10. I adored that. Okay. Time for the turkey burger. I know I didn't get a bun. I sometimes enjoy just the patty. Yeast doesn't have to be in everything. It's already a part of us. Sometimes there's too much in us. So I kept it simple, but there is barbecue sauce and cheddar. And I did heat it up. Oh my. Wow, that is rubber turkey. That's one of those turkeys that you squeeze and it goes, huh. Okay, that's how the inside looks. It looks quite seasoned. Okay. Is that a bean? Why is there a bean in my turkey? This is like a Thanksgiving fiesta. You know, I don't want to be mean. I really don't, but my Mima used to tell me, Lil Timmy, if you don't have anything mean to say, don't say anything at all. So I'm gonna take her advice and drag this turkey across the barn. I love turkey burgers. I love turkey in general, but this isn't good in any way possible. Because first of all, it's very chewy. It feels overcooked. There is a charred flavor, but it's not a good charred flavor. It's like a burnt charred flavor. So it's kind of like poultry coal. And the inside really, to me, tastes like an icky meatloaf. Not as bad as the other meatloaf, okay? But it's not really giving burger. It's giving like meatloaf that someone forgot to season, but it still has that kind of weird, slightly sweet meatloaf flavor. It's hard to explain, but it's not good. And the barbecue sauce is all smoky and nothing else. So it's like really strong. Between this and the smoked mozzarella salad, I'm eating a whole forest. 2 out of 10. We still have our butter chicken empanada. We are mixing up cuisines. We got some little fusion going on, a little pop and blue my hair for the Teen Vogue party, you know? And this is how it looks. Let's break it open. Okay, it looks like an empanada. I love butter chicken, so let's see. A thought just came to me. Imagine never having Indian food before and you see the name butter chicken on like a product. You're gonna think that's the most American recipe I ever heard. Chicken boiled in butter. Isn't that funny? Laugh. I really like that. I really did. The empanada itself is like a baked empanada, so it doesn't really have that fried crunch or that fried goodness, but that's fine with me. It's still crispy on the edges, and the inside is like real shredded chicken in a classic butter chicken, tomatoey, tangy sauce. I would have liked if it was a little spicy and a little less salty. It was a bit too salty. I think some sort of a crema dip would have really extinguished some of that salt, but I still really liked it. I really did. 8 out of 10. Okay, we are ending this week, hopefully on a good note. We have a cheesecake, but this is not just any cheesecake. This is not cream cheese. This is not something you put on any old bagel. This is ricotta cheesecake. I've never had cheesecake made out of ricotta. It also has like a crumble on top. It looks like the cheesecake crust kind of envelops the whole cake, the top and the bottom. That's interesting. That just tastes like cream cheese, but it's still good. If someone gave this to me and they said, what's different about this one? I would say, I don't taste anything different about this. Did you get bangs? It just tastes classic, kind of like my beauty. Is it a restaurant level cheesecake? No, but it's a really good store-bought one. It has that perfect dense cheesecake texture. It could be a little more fluffy actually, but it has a nice texture. I really love the crust on the top and the bottom. I think it adds more of a nutty flavor, and the filling itself isn't too sweet. It's great. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 as well. The week has come to an end, so here's my final thoughts. Is Fresh Market a Whole Foods knockoff? I wouldn't say so. I think it would have to be better to be a Whole Foods knockoff. That's so insulting. It wasn't bad, but I think that it was very hit or miss. And I think that Whole Foods is a little more hit than misses when it comes to their fresh food. And they have a self-serve buffet. Is it all you can eat? No, of course not. It's by the pound, but it's still self-serve and I love that. I would give Fresh Market overall as a store a nice 6. And I'd give Whole Foods maybe like a 7.5, you know? But I had so much fun. I'm so grateful if you watch this whole thing. Like I said before, you are that girly. You mean everything to me. I am literally only able to make these videos because of you watching. So thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Check out my second channel. I'll see you guys next week. I love you so much with all my heart. Bye, girlies.